In the bustling metropolis of Harmonia, a world where the resonance of emotions echoed through the air like an unseen symphony, lived a woman named Lillian. Unlike the denizens of this society, Lillian was born without the ability to hear the emotions of those around her. In a world built on the foundations of empathy, her existence was akin to navigating through a complex orchestra without hearing a single note. From a young age, Lillian grappled with the challenges of her unique perspective. The city thrived on the harmony of shared emotions, joy, sorrow, love, and fear, all laid bare for everyone to hear. Empathy was the currency that fueled relationships, shaping the very fabric of society. It was a world where the nuances of human connection transcended verbal communication, where emotions were an open book to be read by all. As Lillian grew older, she became acutely aware of her divergence from the societal norm. Her classmates could effortlessly discern the emotional cadence of their peers, creating an unspoken language that bound them together. In a room filled with laughter, she remained an outsider, unable to catch the melodious strains of shared joy. Amidst tears, her solitude deepened as she could not grasp the undertones of sorrow that resonated among her friends. Determined to bridge the emotional gap, Lillian embarked on a journey of self-discovery. She delved into literature, art, and philosophy, seeking to understand the intricate dance of emotions she could not hear. In the quiet corners of the city's libraries, she absorbed the written expressions of joy, loss, and everything in between. Paintings and sculptures became her companions, each stroke and curve a silent commentary on the human experience. One day, while wandering through Harmonia's expansive park, Lillian stumbled upon a support group for those who struggled with their empathic abilities. The group, comprised of individuals with heightened sensitivities, embraced her without judgment. As they shared their stories, Lillian learned to perceive emotions in a different way through subtle facial expressions, body language, and a cadence of spoken words. In the supportive community of the group, Lillian discovered the strength that comes from understanding emotions beyond the surface. She couldn't hear the symphony of feelings, but she learned to discern the subtleties that eluded her auditory senses. The group became her emotional guide, helping her navigate a world where empathy was the common tongue. As Lillian's newfound abilities developed, she became a bridge between the empathic and non-empathic realms. Her unique perspective allowed her to see beyond the facade of shared emotions, recognizing the authenticity buried beneath the harmonious surface. She became a beacon of empathy in her own right, showing that understanding could transcend the limitations of perception. In time, Lillian's journey of self-discovery and connection spread beyond the confines of Harmonia. She became an advocate for diversity in emotional experiences, challenging the notion that empathy could only be expressed in one universal language. Her story resonated with individuals across the world, inspiring a shift in societal attitudes towards those who navigated the intricate landscape of emotions in their own unique ways. Harmonia, once a place where Lillian felt like an outsider, transformed into a mosaic of diverse emotional expressions. The city learned to appreciate the silent strength that Lillian brought to the tapestry of empathy, recognizing that understanding goes beyond the ability to hear emotions. In a world where empathy was the lifeblood of human connection, Lillian stood as a testament to the power of embracing differences and finding strength in the unspoken connections that bind us all. Seasons passed in Harmonia, and Lillian's influence on the city's empathic landscape continued to unfold. Her unique perspective became a guiding light for those who sought to understand emotions beyond the harmonious echoes that filled the air. The support groups she had found in the park evolved into a thriving community, offering solace and connection to those navigating the complexities of empathy. As Lillian dove deeper into her role as a bridge between the empathic and non-empathic realms, she realized that her journey was far from over. The city's leaders took notice of her advocacy for diversity in emotional experiences and invited her to collaborate on initiatives aimed at fostering greater understanding. Lillian, once an outsider, now found herself at the forefront of a movement to redefine empathy in Harmonia. Together with a diverse group of individuals, empaths, artists, scientists, and those like herself who couldn't hear emotions, Lillian formed the Harmony Project. Their mission was to create spaces where people could explore and celebrate the multitude of ways emotions manifested. The project encompassed art exhibitions, workshops, and educational programs designed to break down the barriers that had long confined empathy to a singular expression. Harmonia's citizens, inspired by the Harmony Project, began to view emotions as a spectrum rather than a uniform melody. The once rigid expectations surrounding empathic abilities began to crumble, making room for a more inclusive understanding of the human experience. The city's schools incorporated new curriculum modules that embraced diverse emotional expressions, fostering an environment where children could grow up appreciating the richness of emotions in all their forms. Lillian's advocacy reached far beyond the city limits. As her story resonated with neighboring regions and even distant lands, she became a symbol of unity in a world often divided by the perceived differences in emotional experience. The Harmony Project expanded its reach, creating alliances with other communities that were eager to redefine empathy on their own terms. In the midst of these transformations, Lillian's personal journey took unexpected turns. She discovered a talent for art, using vibrant colors and textures to express the emotions she felt but could not hear. Her paintings and sculptures became a means of communication, a visual language that transcended the boundaries of sound. The city's galleries celebrated her work, and her pieces found homes in museums around the world. Lydian's influence also extended to her personal relationships. She forged deep connections with individuals who, like her, saw beyond the surface of harmonious emotions. Her closest friends included empaths who embraced the diversity of emotional experiences, scientists who explored the neurological foundations of empathy, and artists who conveyed the intricacies of feelings through their chosen mediums. Amidst the transformative journey, Lillian found love, a kindred spirit who appreciated her unique perspective and saw beauty in the silent strength she brought to the world. Together, they navigated the tapestry of emotions, each contributing to the symphony of their shared existence in ways that transcended the limitations of sound. As the years unfolded, Harmonia continued to evolve, guided by the principles of the Harmony Project. The city became a beacon of inclusivity, a place where the richness of emotions was celebrated in all its forms. Lillian's legacy lived on in the hearts of those who had embraced the transformative power of understanding emotions beyond the surface. In the twilight of her life, Lillian stood on the balcony of her home, overlooking the city she had helped reshape. The air was filled not only with the harmonious echoes of emotions, but also with the diverse rhythms of individual experiences. The once silent observer had become a catalyst for change, leaving an indelible mark on a world that had learned to listen to the myriad voices of the human soul. As Lillian closed her eyes, she felt a profound sense of fulfillment. Her journey from an outsider in a world of harmonious echoes to a catalyst for change had come full circle. The symphony of emotions, once a distant melody, now resonated with the vibrant harmonies of a society that had learned to appreciate the beauty of diversity in the language of the heart.